Good morning, everybody. Welcome to CR&E Morning Brew. It is June 6th, the 80th anniversary of the invasion of Normandy, D-Day. So, let's see who's in the chat today. First of all, can you guys hear me okay? Boy, trying to wake up. There's a train running here. All right, sorry guys. Audio is good. Good. Okay. Sounds good. I see a train over my shoulder there. Kind of. There's 3 units I weathered up. I think this is going to be my next victim here. I'm going to do my best at that to keep it to a minimal weathering. But we'll see what happens. All right, who gets the cookie? Daryl. Daryl, good morning. Thomas Moore, good morning, Thomas. Curly Express, good morning. I think those guys were all last night. So Chris gets a cookie for the first one in the morning. Daryl gets it for the first one to comment last night when I first posted this up. So let's go, Jim, man. Boy, you're moving right along there, tearing it all up. Really excited to see the extension when you get that going. When you're going to where you're going to be coming through the backdrop and everything, or through the wall. So that's going to be exciting. My camera's lagging. John, how you doing, John? Yeah, exactly. So half the battle is the teardown, man. Ask me how I know. Some coal mine bits the other day. Oh, that's neat. I was listening while driving. That's okay, buddy. Stay safe out there. Have a good day. Hey, let's go kill John. Good morning. Andy, how you doing, sir? Oh, boy. A miner bit and a pinner bit from the coal mines. Huh. Switching to that kind of stuff now. Hey, Mike was asking last night if he did, him and James did cab crew. And he was mentioning something about he was wondering he hasn't heard if you got the rail spikes yet. Did he send you rail spikes or something? That's James. Come on, James. Good show last night. Yeah, so I did put a community post up about it, but that's kind of some exciting news. For the month of June, if you're interested in going and buying anything from Mini Prints, if you use Crooked 15, you get a 15% discount on all orders through June 30th. So keep that in mind if you're looking to buy anything through Mini Prints. Happened to be talking to Bernard when we're up at the Sparky meet and greet, and I said I'm going to email you about something, and that's what it was. And he was like, "Yeah, man, that sounds great." So at least for this month, you'll get 15% off your order. Yep, absolutely, James. Yeah. See here, we got Floyd. How you doing, Floyd? All right, cool. 5x5. Everything's good. Good deal. Good deal. Curly Express. Hope you can stay caught up in the chat. I hope so too, buddy. You know that's never going to happen. I get off on those tangents. Hey, Ray Bertelson. How you doing there, sir? Tune ahead, Andy, and soak the shell all night. No problem with it. You're stripping the shell? Carbati or something? Yeah. And hey, James, you got an email also from Heath and confirmed it with him that I have no problem if he wants to ship that package to me. And then I'll bring it up in July when I see Mike. Yeah, no problem. Might as well save on that shipping and everything. It's ridiculous. Hey, Steve, what's happening? Cowboy Steve is in the house. Good to see you, man. That's all right, James. I appreciate you popping in. No worries. I try to keep the show to an hour anyways, you know. Hey, Carolina Dave. What's happening, man? Train free Hobbies also, as far as coupon codes. I got to get these all straight. Use Crooked Savings for 10% off decoder installs and track planning. And I still, if I can remember, I got to get a hold of Yankee Dabbler for the 5% savings because everybody says that the code's not working. And in fact, any codes I've tried through them lately of other guys I know, none of them are working. They have a spot to put it in there now, but it wasn't working. I haven't tried it in a few days. But that's the last I heard. So I got to see if it's still a thing, if it, you know, what's going on there. Hey, Delmarva. Real fan, how are you? And also, if you use the code CR&E, it's a 10% discount if you go over to Tennessee River Union's channel and commission a painting with him. You get 10% off. I don't know why I'm throwing all these codes out here this morning. Just on my mind. The mini prints ones was brought up because that's the newest one. And of course, you know, the one through with Train Freak Hobbies is also a great one to take advantage of. You know, things are expensive. You can get a few bucks off here and there. Why the hell not? You know, so I have codes, I'm going to share them. If I know other people's codes, I'll share them, like through Human City. Junction, good morning, Heath. Go over to Planet Hobbies. Iron Planet Hobbies. Jeez, I want to call it Planet Fitness Hobbies. It's not. Iron Planet Hobbies, you get 10% off if you type in human in the discount code. Free shipping and 10% off. So there's another code for guys to use. Hey, man, you got to save every penny you can. So there you go. All my PSAs there. Grandpa was a tanker in World War II. He landed in Normandy on day 2, I think. How many tanks made it in on day 1? No, I don't think so. I think you're right. They all got sunk out there. Part of it, I think, was the ocean itself was so rough. And when they had to wait many days later than what they planned on because of the weather and fog and everything like that, I believe. The Marvel, yeah, the upper level was in from the beginning, was in the plans from the beginning. Over the bench work's been up for a little while, but then over the winter, I finally got tracks and everything laid. The main lines are up and running up top. No scenery or anything yet, no industries or anything yet. Wait on some more track. Got a good friend giving me some track from the layout he's tearing down. So just a matter of time. I figured I'll just tinker with things over the summer. I'll get back at the upper level a little more heavy in the winter time. I still got plenty to do on the main level. So I mean, there's always some scenery or something to play with. So, and I've been getting into weathering lately. I guess I've seen some of my weathering stuff. This is going to be my next victim. ES44. This should pair up real nice with with that AC 4400 I did the other day. And I did, of course, put up that video of me weathering the GP 38-2. I wanted that one to be really grimy and gritty, but yeah, you're not wrong, Jim. It's going to be a yard dog, works the CR&E yard or the CSX yard. So, yeah. It's buying a Walmart. Anything fun? Hey, Roddy. Happy birthday, buddy. I know it was yesterday or whatever. Yesterday here. Happy birthday, you old fart. Are they still there already, or when are they heading back home? Hey, Mike HO Trains. Mike has a code too through, right, Mike, through Mini Prints for because you do all the painted figures, isn't it? If you're the one who paints all the figures if you order a painted figure. I feel like I remember that, and you posted something last night either on. I was watching Bernard's live show, and then I was over Camp Crew after that. So I remember which show it was in. It just said, and also if you use the code TSM on Around the Track podcast website, Around the Layout podcast, you go on their website, Around the Layout. Use TSM, Tracks I Like, basically. Until this Friday, you'll get 15% off of shirts. So I ordered a shirt last night, and I got a mug coming from them too. Me and my mugs. So, but I'm pretty sure, Mike, if you want to post it, I think you said you had a code for. I don't know if it's just for the painting or if you had codes for mini prints just in general or what. You're a track maintainer. Nice locomotive. Dave, you're the track maintainer. Okay. Not sure if I understand that whole sentence, but thanks. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I got a little heavy-handed. That's my Achilles heel with weathering. I don't know if it's just I don't see it right away and I get impatient and don't want to let it dry fully and see what I got. And I can just keep going, and then it ends up being too much. So I'm going to really take precaution on this one because I don't want to go too heavy. A light fade and trucks weathered and some up spray, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I don't want to get too much. I mean, ES44s aren't the newest locomotives. I mean, the the Tier 4s are newer. These, I guess, would be Tier 3s. So it may be a little bit. And honestly, I don't really go a lot off of pictures and stuff. But this one here, I pulled up a couple of pictures to kind of go off of. I found a really even more roached out AC 4400 that I might go with. It has it's not a toaster unit, where they have the burn marks and everything. It's not that. I would like to try that though. I think that'd be kind of cool. But it's got a lot more soot and everything. I'll call it soot, exhaust around the stack and kind of down the side near the stack. And what I did on this locomotive here is coming. You can't see it. There's some lights I was working on. I was trying to catch it, damn it, but there it goes. Kind of barely caught it. I'll go back to it. Everybody's running slow, guys. I don't know what's happening with my computer today. I must have a bunch of stuff going on with it. Of course, in the background, I'm running Wilmer's channel on on a loop. Try to get his watch hours up. So, Indian Head Valley, Wilmer, if you want to help him get his watch hours up, throw his stuff on when you're not using your computer, and now when you go to bed, throw up his playlist and let it roll. Jesse Cat 619, how you doing there, my friend? Good to see you. How am I doing, Curly? How far behind am I, buddy? Wow. Well, thank you for his service. That's crazy. Hey, Steve Childers, how you doing? Yeah, why not? Yeah, you need a vacation from the vacation. Code for the painting out. And what is the code, Mike? So when you order a mini prints and you want to have it painted, Mike HO Trains has a code that we can use that goes strictly towards the painting. If I understand that right. Bud Files, good morning. Good to see you in here. Last couple of times, I feel like you kind of came in at the last minute and I was getting off. So sorry for that, but I'm glad you made it in today. Linden Tree Town Trains. How you doing, Lyden? Linden, sorry. Read that wrong. Good morning. Promo code is Mike HO Trains. Okay, so it's just your name, Mike HO Trains. Okay, perfect. So yeah, so if you order mini prints and you want them painted, use Mike's code, Mike HO Trains. And for the month of June, if you want them unpainted and just want 15% off, put in Crooked 15 for a code for 15% off of the order. And I don't think there's a minimum on the order. I think it's just 15% off or whatever. So, did you do a section of your layout where you filled in the track to make it look like it was buried under dirt? I did in the junkyard where the ties are pretty much covered with dirt. Hey, Matt, how you doing, first of all? Normandy, the day boys instantly became men. Remember those who gave their all in our freedom we enjoy. Absolutely, Matt. I do the same thing, especially with glue. I always put on way too much and then it makes a mess. I've never seen I'll do the same for weather. Yeah. Well, if you go to that video I did the other day, in the video, this is, I'm a CSX modeler, so I'm always looking for the actual thing that I'm trying to model, like an exact, or close, don't have to be right, no road number, but like this is a YN3 paint. So I'm trying to find people on the internet to watch that are actually weathering that particular paint scheme. And I posted in that video, in the link, in the description, the video that I kind of got the knowledge from, I guess, and it's pretty close to almost exactly what he did is as far as the steps and what he used. Check that one out. And then there's another guy I posted a link to, Paul's Trains, I think it's called. Super fun guy to watch. Really explains things well, but he explains the whole washer fluid thing. And using that, it is a lot of the same principles as the alcohol, but it doesn't dry quite as fast. So I have not, between that and straining my paint mix, I've not had a clog at all. I was so frustrated with the airbrush because I kept getting clogs. It was making me crazy. I catch this guy. There we go. He'll be coming up there soon. So there's that one. I did these two SD40-3s. I didn't do too bad with them. You get too heavy on them a little bit, but they're a little bit older. They've been repaints, though, so they weren't going to be too weathered up. So I don't want to go any more than that with this ES44. This is just my next switching up train. The next switch list I just backed up and hooked into that just to have the train running. So We're trying to do some switching about once a week. When I first got the new everything set up new, when Robert was up here, I was switching, back to back every day for a couple of weeks, getting used to it, and it was fun, and it was something new, and I was trying to get used to how it all switches out, get a better method, I guess. Practice on cheap stuff before doing more detailed and expensive models. Yeah, well, exactly. This is all acrylic paint. I don't use any like enamels and stuff. I don't want the smell down here and everything. I don't really have a true paint booth. I went and I think at the dollar store or Walmart or somewhere you can buy those poster boards, like for like the science fairs and stuff. Where it has like the three-way in the middle and you can bend it and stuff. And I cut like ears at the top so I can fold the top in a little bit, keep any of your up spray from going all over. But that's it. I don't have like a fan or nothing like that. But there's not really much smell or fumes or anything. So yeah, I take like even like Apple Barrel and those cheap paints from Walmart and Michaels. I take those and mix them with the washer fluid. Then I got a fine strainer. Jeez, I'm dying over here. So I mix it up like skim milk consistency and run it through that strainer. And you'll be surprised how many little tiny particles you can still get out of that paint that don't mix up, especially the cheap paint. And in that Paul's Trains, in his videos, go into his description links. He's got like an Amazon store with all the stuff that he uses, man. And I don't know if you get a discount. I guess when you have an Amazon store, you get a little kickback from it. But what do I care? You help me out by making a video on it, so I don't mind. So that's what I did about the strainers that he used because they're really fine mesh. I get over by Finley has the video on doing a toast unit, I think. I can't think of the name of his channel right this second. Oh, yeah. Okay. I've seen a couple videos on it. I'd like to give it a try, to be honest. I think they look pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm wondering if I have to do that. Maybe I will go ahead and do that right now. All right. Yeah, I did that. We'll see what happens if it makes a difference or not. Let's see, you're doing good. I'm doing good. Everybody's good. Hello, hi. Morning. Oh, good afternoon to you. There's Joe. What's happening, buddy? Train Freak sent you a message this morning, Joe. The lights are really cool. I just got up and I'm headed to the basement to work on a few locomotives. Oh, hey, cool. Hi, Kevin, by the way. I finally got that figured out. They're just little dwarf signals. I kind of put them where I can see them best. They're not glued down yet. I'm just trying to see if when I'm facing this way, so when I'm at the top of the peninsula is at the opposite end there, where the train's headed. And I'm kind of thinking I want to be able to look down the line and see what things are what's switched where. But usually I sit right in this general area, so I kind of think I might actually just sit them straight out. Not very prototypical, but just straight out to the side of the layout so I can see what's turned where. I just want green for basically straight or main line, and then red for diverging, Now on the main line, I'm going to put like more regular looking signals, on the mast and everything. So it looks a little bit more prototypical. I don't know that I'm going to bother with blocks and, having them automatically turn when it gets into a block and all that kind of stuff. It's just more for me to be able to look and see if the tracks are switched in the right direction. There's a quick look down the line and you can see everything's the way you need it to be. And that's mainly what I want to do with it. So we'll see how it all plays out. I'll tell you what, I don't ever want to be under the layout again. I feel like a cripple after being under there all day Tuesday messing with that. Hello, Nathan. How you doing, my friend? You changed up your icon a little bit, huh? It's cool. A little video to watch, I guess, from Andy. UK video of new USATC S160. Hi, CFRR, Nathan, and Andy. So I've been using windshield washer fluid for my airbrush, and I really like the way it turned out. Yeah, isn't it amazing? So simple, and you buy a gallon of that stuff for what, $3 or something. Which I remember. Again, I'm old, but I remember when it was under $1. But what are you gonna do? Way of the world, man. Must have a slow runner. The locomotives came unattached from it. And the rest of them. See Nathan saying hi to everybody. Curly. Oh. I have airbrushed a few things, small things, and then I airbrushed the General Mills plant, the Walters Chocolate Factory plant. With the airbrush, came out pretty good. Usually, I just use the rattle can paint, spray paint, for like when I'm painting my cars and stuff. Like when I'm making a Crooked River car, I have a couple colors I like. I just spray light coats in that. If I can find the right colors, I might try the airbrush method on the cars. With some cheap rolling stock at the Bucyrus train show to practice on. Got to get on that one of these days. Yeah. That's the same here. I've watched many weathering videos, and then I finally found that couple from that guy that I really liked. He's got several on there. It's Central Florida Model Railroad Club or something. I don't know the guy's name, but that's the name of the channel, I believe. And so they're all CSX models. I don't know if he does anything else, but the ones I have watched have all been CSX. He's got a switcher on there. He's got this AC 4400. He does a I think an ES 44 and YN3 paint. Oh my God, lost connection. Well, guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but for some reason my camera's all decided to not work. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what's going on, guys. Nothing's working. Morning, Wesley. Yeah, I like Amazon enough. Order enough crap from them. Yeah, I like that. I wish that, I said it before. I wish that, um, all right, that one's back on. How about this one? That one's back on. See, my audio is better. Let's see. That's on. That's weird, man. My wife's been saying, she works from home, and she's been saying we've been having issues with the internet, which is kind of not making me too happy about that. Well, hello, Mike. Good morning. Deep Run Railroad, Mike. Fat finger responses. I feel you. Dave BNSFN scale, how you doing? Always thought them as toasted techno toasters. Yeah. White balls. What white balls? If you're talking about underneath, yeah, up top there, behind me up here, those are LED light strips. I don't know. I might change that out one of these days. I kind of like them because they change color. You can make them different colors, not just white. But they kind of they kind of dip down, and I don't know. I like to hide them a little bit more. I don't know how I can do that. I tried going like through all the framing and stuff to get them tucked up higher, but then you get little shadows where the light is through the frame, so you get little dead spots of light. Good afternoon, Lee. How are you? Get the stuff to make some red green dwarf signals and get to them before summer hit. Yeah, I just ordered these were from off of eBay. I think it was probably We Honest or something like that. Now, this one I goofed up and I burned out the red one. I don't have any just single. Everything I have is bicolored, I guess. It's me, Chris. I think I'm back on though. Anyways, it came with all the components, so you got to put it together. So you got the door signal, and then you got green LED, and then like I said, I don't have the red one anymore. I lost it, but you got to put them together, and then make the signal and bend it all down and wire your resistor on. And then it comes with the wires. Did it come with the wires? No, I did come with the wires. But then I just wanted red and green and black. So black would be my common, and green on the green, and red for the red. But then you got to make sure you shrink wrap all the legs and everything. So it's a little bulkier. I have seen them already put together. They're a little more expensive. Not terrible. Like these are like $10 for 10 of them, like $1 a piece, because you got to do all the work. And I've seen them already put together. I don't know where I got these from. It was definitely an email thing. Came from China, I'm sure. Like We Honest or one of those Eve models or one of those companies like that. Downside to that is I think they're getting more and more popular with their signals and everything. Like We Honest and that. And stuff that was cheap before is getting more and more expensive. So here's my logo from green and yellow colors. I wanted to change it up a bit. Make it new and fresh. All right, fair enough. What kits did I use for the background? What are you talking about over there where I had the signals? Let's see, they'll come up. These I am guessing are all Walters kits, James, if that's what you're talking about. They are, I bought these all used. They're already put together. In fact, the one in the middle and the one on the right were from John's trains, 8x16 train layout or something like that. He was selling a bunch of stuff off, and I picked those two up from him. The one down at the end, the far end, and you can see another red one way down there behind the two bay engine shed. Those are both bought at Timonium, I believe. Already put together. Just background buildings that got docks on them and stuff. Something to fill space there behind the yard. I don't know if they'll stay like that or not. It's just a filler. Let's see. Let me just change one of those turnouts over there. Now you can see that one went to red. So now it's on the diverging route. It'll be picking up onto that line where the rail box is at. And up at the top, you got that one turning. I got one way down there, just north of those, as you call it, north. And I wired that one up wrong, so I got to get back under there and wire that one up right. There's something where it's not working, so I either, because I'm underneath there soldering and stuff, and it stinks. It's just a pain in the neck. But change that one at the top back. Now it goes back to green. Back to green. So they're working, but it's just when I switch them myself. You know, they're not like in a block system or anything like that. So there you go. So if you're talking about these lights up here, Nathan, those are LED strips. They do change colors. So I thought, you know, if I wanted to do like a night scene or something like that. There we go. Use them different colors. Green. Orange, like sunrise, yellow. Just thought it was kind of cool. It's like a pink color there. You just go straight white. Or off. But that's why I went with those, Nathan. Yeah, I'm feeling more and more confident with the airbrush, James. But now I'm way behind. Holy crap! All right, Artie. Probably been in bed for 10 minutes now. But good night, man. All right, son of a bitch. Joe, I think I have your address, Joe. I'll put a note. Right over here where the swing gate is. So when I go to leave, my stickers are over there in the workroom. And I'll head upstairs, throw it in an envelope, and get it out today. I forget, Joe. Forget. Damn it. But thanks for reminding me. Seriously. Yeah. Well, I am behind. Turn the lights on. Hey. Yeah, I know. Off the rails, off the tracks. Keep it on the tracks. Okay, internet bill. Yeah, funny story with that is because my wife works from home. She has to turn the bill in every month, but her company gives her some money for the internet. So I think we get, I think it's like $50 a month from her company. Don't quote me on the amount. I think it's like that to go towards the internet because we had to upgrade the internet to a faster service and everything than what we had for her to work from home and everything. So, but who knows? Internet sucks up here too, Dave. In Michigan, being next to Canada would be great, but no. Yeah, absolutely, James. 80 years. Most of them guys are gone, man. I think I heard there's only like less than maybe a few percentage of them alive still. Figuring if they were all 17, 18-year-old kids when they went over there. And it's 80 years ago. So you're talking they're all pushing 100 years old. Math is hard for me. But yeah. We talking about politics. I heard it's people who work for us, like Verizon and Google, trying to mess up the internet on purpose to do it for China. I don't know. I wouldn't put anything past anybody anymore, man. I don't. I don't know. On the track, I think the door signals look like glowing balls. Yeah, they're kind of bright. I guess I could have went with like a stronger resistor, maybe to dim them more. I mean, that's something I could think about eventually. Good question. Okay, Jim. Okay. Hey, wizardly friend John, Mystic John, how you doing? Totally has gone up on his prices, Jason. He used to have stuff really, really inexpensive, man. It was nice. That's why everybody started using them, but now he keeps raising the prices. It is. It's sitting at Artie's shop or at Artie's business. West America. West America Imports. Import Emporium, I think is what I named it. I can't remember now. Hey, Roy, Container Man. I'm about 10 minutes behind, but hello. Jason, have you ever seen the real cab forward? There's Rick. How you doing, Rick? Rick Strains. It's way too far from where I live. The only one that is left is in Sacramento. Yeah, it's a little bit of a drive. Joe, did Vinny remove his train layout? Okay, I'm changing it. Okay. You got a nice layout there. I don't know what's going on with him. We can look at my ugly mug again. Would you want to buy Bud cars or RDC? Literally the same thing. Would you want them for your layout? Because I've seen the real thing and been on them with me. If you're asking me, I don't really have any need for them. I don't really run passenger much. I have a couple. Name it 7 colors, not 6, please. I don't know what you're talking about there. I missed something. So you get all in one room. Why? Yeah, Matt, no doubt. Yeah, I used to like building ship models. Yeah, Legos too. My son's room is full of Lego builds. I don't know who Ollie is. Go back. Laser scale container ship 15.5 feet and at least 2 to 3 feet wide and 2.5 feet tall. Content. I figure out how to put some up. It's not hard, Floyd. YouTube feed has been inundated with Taiwanese baseball cheerleader shorts. Never have searched for any kind of baseball or cheerleaders. I'm too old to gawk at cheerleaders. Yeah, I thought about doing like a container ship or something, Roy, but I'm modeling the North Baltimore, Ohio container yard for CSX. It's in the middle of Ohio. It's the flattest flat could be. There's no ships going to be there. It's the middle of farm country. So while it would be cool, original plan was to do that with my grain elevator because it's up in Perrysburg, which is kind of like on the Maumee River, which dumps into the Great Lakes, which, they do take ships in there, freighters. Yeah, yeah, 10, 20. At this point, what the hell's the difference? That's where Matt's at. He lives in Monroe, Michigan. I like to build benchwork for a switching layout. The fellow had a stroke in August. You building it for him? You don't need one, but I'm going to buy one. Sounds like me, man. St. Clair, across the lake from you, just off the river, across from Sombra, Ontario. Yeah, it's a long drive. If you like to work for the railroad, maybe CSX, or is it too much of a challenge? Then for a normal job, you probably have already. I don't want to work for the railroad. And I drove trucks for 21 years, man. I don't want to do no more of that shit. Being gone and everything. I'm too old for all that physical labor. Yeah, you're not wrong, Floyd. 2 foot by 8 foot built the same way I did mine. Yeah. Yeah, that was a cool picture you sent me. If you're going through your light display for a different night or day effect, you had pink, and I said, better make it 7 colors like the rainbow. Oh, I got you. Yeah, no. No, my pride flag's red, white, and blue, Roy. Don't play that pride nonsense. Live your life, do your thing, be what you want, but I don't have to necessarily accept it. Not gonna bash you for it or nothing. Like I said, live your life, do your thing. Not you, I'm just saying in general. But yeah, I'm not playing that. I gave you a whole month dedicated to that. You get one day, Memorial Day, for people that actually allowing you to have that month, you know. And no, that's bullshit. And leave the damn kids alone. I think everybody was kind of just like, yeah, whatever, kind of the same attitude I had. I don't agree with the lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. I think it's against God's word and everything like that. Um, well, that's okay. Then that's what I'm doing. And this whole reason for this layout was I wanted to model that container yard, or at least somewhat, best I could. Yeah, true. But there wouldn't be a ship there, a container ship there. Lake freighters are a really big container ship, dwarf lake freighters. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It would be a lake freighter if I ever did. The only reason I'm not going to do it is because I don't want to take aisle space away. I would have to kick out into the aisle, and I don't want to do that. Originally, I had planned that, but then once I got things in and started looking at it, I'm like, yeah, it's really going to make a pinch point here if I did that. And if I did it, I would have to really condense the size of the ship to a point where I don't even know if it would look realistic or not, you know? So I don't think it's really worth doing it. I did drive semi trucks. I was home mostly every night, but still, I don't want anything to do with that shit. Hmm. Braces are removable. The mustache. Yeah, pretty much. Something different. See a lot of chat. Oh, yeah, I got to try to get caught up, you guys. Should be a ferry that ran from Marine City to Sombra, Ontario. The docks on the Canadian side got wiped out in an ice jam some years back. Stopped service and sold off the ferries. Let's go to U of D a long time ago. Well, here's the thing: it's gotten taken over by everything, man. It's I don't know. They're putting the whole alphabet underneath that label, and I think there's actually a lot of people that originally fought for rights and stuff that are really not for it because it's just I don't know. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm planning on doing. Let apply for Java NS. They were accepting applications in Bellevue. They had already accepted 5,000 in 24 hours. It was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to get out of here pretty soon, anyways. Right about the time I get caught up. Yeah, I thought about doing even just like a background kind of picture or something. Are you talking about for the grain elevator? Because, like I said, I have no reason to have a container ship in the container yard. It's an inland port, I wouldn't have a ship there. I drove for a bunch of different companies, Nathan, and they're not all the same. And all trucks are not the same. All truck driving jobs are the same. Um, I spent about 12 years at Cisco Foods, delivering groceries to stores and restaurants, hospitals, etc. That's probably my longest single driving job now. No, I have not put it anywhere yet, Nathan. In fact, it's still in with all the other things that need to be painted, all the other 3D stuff that I've gotten over time. Classic cop stash, yeah. Well, I had the stash in November, but it was just straight. Then I grew the beard for the winter. And when I was shaving the beard, I kind of like stopped here. I was like, that looks different. Let's give that a look and see if I like it. So, John, go to Detroit hobby stores a few times a year. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know how I would do it for my grain elevator though, because I have tracks running behind the elevator. So I don't know how I would do like a ship there. The plan was to drop the front of the bench work. I don't know, just enough to put a seawall and make it just wide enough for the ship to sit on. Maybe a little bit of water around it so you can see that it's in the water, and then have silos and stuff and chutes and everything going over to the freighter. However, I didn't do it. I'm about going back to school to drive trucks because I want to get out of the factory and work in with a passion. Don't know. I mean, they would use barges potentially, but here you would load them in a lake freighter, most likely, because they're going to come off the river into the sand. I don't know what bay they go into, but they'll go off into the lake. I think it's still Lake Erie there. It might be Huron. And eventually, get to St. Lawrence and out to the ocean. But not a lake freighter. They stay in the Great Lakes pretty much, though. I don't know. Look, I barely got trains running without derailing all the time. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how anything works. 27 steel mill modeling. Good morning. I'm kind of making this stuff up as I go, man. Look pretty good with the mustache. Do you want to do one of those beard contests? No, I don't. That's true, Matt. But it's a lonely life, man, being out there driving. If you're like an over the road driver. So there's Bernard. Sorry if I didn't say hi to you earlier. Let's see here. Don't drive for Swift. Worst bunch of retards on the road. Oh, this baby boomer's retired now. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I might do a little small, like railroad museum even, so I could display some of my older stuff. Blue water freighters coming in to the Great Lakes is why we have the zebra mussels everywhere now. Yeah, probably. But it's funny you say that about Swift, which I don't disagree with you. When I was first coming in, it was Schneider was the Swift of the day, and JB Hunt might still be. I don't know. I think Swift just kind of overtook how many dum-dums they hire. This hopper barge would be the technical term to run up and down the Mississippi, Arkansas, Ohio, and several other rivers down to the. Well, that's true. Yeah, they do run a lot of barges. I'm sure. Like, I don't know how big the Maumee is, like, and what it dumps into. If it dumps into the Mississippi, I think it's the Maumee. That is right there, at Perrysburg and that. So did mine, man. Mine did too, man. Never was home. Missed all the big events. You know, football games, graduation, all that stuff. Missed all that stuff. Let's see. Model Railroad or Comeback has a series of books about container ports, ships, and yards. He also had a YouTube channel. Yeah, okay. I'll have to look around. Getting close. Yeah, I'm still a good 10 years out. Retirement. Yeah, I know it dumps into Lake Erie, but where's the other end of it? Does it go all the way to the Mississippi, or where does it go? I'm looking forward to getting to that age to retire. Just got to make sure I'm as set up as I can be by the time I get there. That's cool. Enjoy my flex time. Thanks, John. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here too, man. It's a little bit after 10. Now that I'm caught up, I'm going to leave. Seems to be the way I do it. But yeah, thanks for coming in. And I don't know if I'll do a video on weathering this or not. I mean, not that I can't. You guys think you want to see a video again on that? It just, if you're not looking for a video on weathering and willing to watch the whole video, it's, they're long videos. And I think that'd be the best way to do it, Roy. Just because of space issues, most of us don't have 8 feet, to throw a ship up there or whatever you were talking about earlier. Yeah, James, we'll see you tonight on Jim Tedesco's channel at 6. Oh, no shit. That's a hell of a jump backwards. Thanks, Jim. Maumee's formed at the confluence of the St. Joseph River and the St. Mary's River in Fort Wayne. Okay. Sobin Company makes a nice freighter. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure. I just know that loosely I based this co-op off of the Anderson Group silos up on the river there. Thanks, Dave. So, yeah, like that video I put up on the weathering, finish that thought. I had over 2 hours of footage doing that. I skipped out all the, changing paint in and out of the airbrush and all that. I left the camera running the whole time, but then I edited all that out. So a lot of it was like downtime, not the weathering itself. That was just about that 30 minutes. You could do them pretty quickly, and you could tape off the windows. I chose not to. That washer fluid on a little Q-tip cleans the windows right off, as long as you don't seal it first. And I hit it with just a real light touch of a clear coat, dull coat. So, okay, Bernard, good to see you though, man. Wait a minute. So I don't know. I may just post like photos and that. It's whenever I finally get to it. I may get to it today. I may not. So, oh shit. I'm gonna take a nap. I think. Anderson story roll king of his day. Yeah. I don't even think they use those big silos anymore. There, they have smaller stuff. I think now those old concrete silos. I don't know that they even use them anymore, Steve. They might. You get coal left over from St. Clair. Monroe, I live next to the power plant in St. Clair. Can run an extension cord to it. Yeah, everything good closes down, Rick. Seems like anymore. Right, guys. So thank you for coming in. We'll catch you next week. Um, we'll catch Jim Tedesco tonight. Probably go over more of what he's been doing, his layout, his rebuild, not rebuild, but sort of partial rebuilding. 2.5, Millennium County 2.5. And yeah, so we'll see you there. So bye for now. Talk to you later. Take care.